This is What's Up Caribbean Newscast for Thursday, December 18th, 2014, where we take a brief look at developments in the region. Thanks for joining us. I'm Deanza Roberts. Coming up in the news, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines adds his voice to the U.S.-Cuba relations announcement. Caribbean Adult Industry Association to be launched in 2015. And visa requirements for South American and Asian countries lifted. And in sports, left-handed batsman Asad Fardudin out of the Test series with finger injury. The details of these and other stories up next. The news is coming to you compliments Caribbean TV. In the news, Vincentian Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves says President Barack Obama's announcement that the United States will restore full diplomatic relations with Cuba is an event of earth-shaking proportions politically. Gonsalves, who has for years maintained close ties with Cuba, said both President Castro and President Obama acknowledged that issues remain between certain matters, but said it is a day of great rejoicing, noting that he is now hoping for the fracturing of the Western Hemisphere to be healed. The Prime Minister said many of the things Obama spoke of were included in a document issued after last week's CARICOM-Cuba summit in Havana and the Alba summit last Sunday. Gonsalves said he is now looking forward with great interest to the Summit of the Americas, which is carved for April 10th to the 11th, 2015 in Panama. The efforts of the Ministry of Health in Barbados to review and reform the system of healthcare financing were among concerns that prompted a national health account study to be conducted. The results of the study were revealed on Thursday morning during a workshop held at the Savannah Hotel in Barbados. Chief Medical Planner in the Ministry of Health, Mr. Samuel Dean, in releasing the results said lack of detailed utilization and costing information to break down spending by certain categories was a challenge. According to him, Barbados health spending for 2012 to 2013 amounted to $731,424,694. Government and householders, he highlighted, were the two biggest spenders for health, with householders contributing 39% and government 55.3%. The other contributors were employers 5%, NGOs 0.3%, and donors 0.4%. The Ministry of Immigration and Nationality in Belize has lifted visa requirements for nationals of Colombia, Brazil, Japan, and South Korea in an effort to facilitate faster entry into that country. The recent decision has sparked queries and complaints from locals who express concern about immigration security. But Immigration Minister Godwin Hulse has described the complaints as nonsense, insisting that as a sovereign nation, Belize has the right to decide with whom it wants to allow in that country. Has said that until the lifting of restrictions, Belize was an anomaly where Colombia was concerned as the European Union and countries in the immediate region do not require visas for travel to and from Colombia. He also warned against continued stigmatization of Colombia as a drug-producing nation. After recent discussions, adult entertainment operations and professionals across the region are coming together to form the Caribbean Adult Industry Association, the CAIA. This initiative is spearheaded by Charlie Spice of Barbados, who has been involved in adult entertainment for over 30 years in the USA, the UK, Europe, and the Caribbean. Spice says over the years, the number of adult entertainment operators and professionals in the Caribbean has grown astronomically. Sex, he noted, is generating millions of dollars a year in each country across the region and has undeniably become a massive industry and a major contributor to the GDP and the economy on a whole. That was a look at news. The news came to you compliments Caribbean TV. Up next, a look at sports. In sports, left-arm fast bowler Sheldon Cottrell took a wicket as the West Indies were made to toil on the opening day of the first Test match against South Africa on Wednesday. Cottrell ended with 1 for 74 as their opponent closed the day on 344-3. Kimar Roach was the best bowler with 2 wickets but left the field late in the day with a right ankle injury.
The team plan was for me to bowl a good enough length to disturb the batsman with the in-swinger. It has been said that South Africa is a bit iffy when it's come on to a left-arm pace bowler. Earlier, I didn't have the control that I really wanted, really early, the top order of the South African. But the guys stuck to the task. We came up with a number of plans and we tried it. It just didn't work. I want to say that's congrats to AV and Amma. Yeah, I think they played well. But our boys has really worked hard. I'm a bit inexperienced when it comes on to test cricket. So having a guy like Kimar Roach telling me, giving me pointers, that's good.
That was left-arm fast bowler Sheldon Cottrell. Meantime, West Indies Cricket Board has announced that left-handed batsman Asad Fordodin has been ruled out of the ongoing 3-match test series against South Africa due to injury. The 29-year-old suffered a fracture on the little finger on his right hand during warm-up on the opening day of the first test. That was on Wednesday. He underwent surgery late that day. A replacement player will be named in the coming days. That's a look at sports. It came to you compliments Fantasy Nails and Beauty Touch, located upstairs Case House, Roebuck Street, Bridgetown, Barbados. Up next, a recap of the headlines. Recapping the headlines making news, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, adds his voice to the U.S.-Cuba relations announcement. Caribbean Adult Industry Association to be launched in 2015, and visa requirements for South American and Asian countries has been lifted. And in sports, left-handed batsman Asad Fordodin out of Test series with a finger injury. Remember, for all your regional news, sports and other developments, log on to whatsapcaribbean.com. And for all your regional entertainment, check out caribfire.com. Thanks for joining us. Deanza Roberts.